Hello and welcome back to the newsroom. I am Joy Ochejim and these are the headlines for tracking at the moment. A member of the House of Representatives, Ojema Ojutu, is proposing a bill to include power rotations in the Constitution for all elections. Ojutu, a member of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), representing Apao Ajatu Federal Constituency of Benue State, proposed the bill, which is yet to be listed for first reading, to amend the Constitution to rotate the office of the President among the 6 geopolitical zones, with each state holding the presidency for a maximum of 2 terms. And the Special Advisor to Lagos State Governor on Housing, Barakat Odunuga Bakare, has disclosed that the state's monthly rental scheme will be enforced before the end of 2024 or early next year. Disclosing this during a recent press briefing of the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority in Ikeja, Lagos, Odunuga Bakare reiterated that the 5 billion naira allocated for the monthly rental scheme was still set aside and untouched. She added that the fact that the scheme was slow to take off showed that the Lagos State government was still trying to perfect one thing or the other. And the Nigerian Bar Association section on Public Interest and Development Law has sued the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetukun, over the issuance of the Central Motor Information System for vehicle owners across the country. The police had in December 2023 unveiled SMRIS as one of the means to help the police have essential details of vehicle owners in its database. However, in a later dated January 29, the NBA Spidell chairman John Aikpokpo Martins and Secretary Fumi Adeogun described the issuance of the certificate as illegal and issued a 7-day ultimatum on the IG to discontinue its issuance. And the African Development Bank (AFDB) has pledged its support to Nigeria's agricultural sector with a whopping $134 million investment aimed at enhancing food production. The president of AFDB, Akinwumi Adesina, unveiling this commitment during his visit to the Center for Dryland Agriculture at Bayero University, Kano, outlined the bank's plans, saying that they will support Nigeria in cultivating 300,000 hectares of rice and maize, 150,000 hectares of cassava, and 50,000 hectares of soybeans during the 2024 planting season. And on business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has successfully concluded the sale of government-issued securities following the issuance of 1.053 trillion naira in short-term instruments. CBN's Acting Director of Corporate Communications Department, Hakami Sidi, unveiled this in a statement issued on Sunday that the sale is part of its liquidity management exercise. Sidi further said that the Apex Bank's 500 billion naira offer at the open market operations auction was oversubscribed after selling at 1.053 trillion naira, with 79% of the total bids, or the equivalent of $530 million, coming from foreign investors. And on the foreign scene, former governor of South Carolina, Nikki Haley, has defeated former president of the United States, Donald Trump, in the Republican primary in Washington, D.C. Her victory was the first over the former president in the 2024 campaign to become the Republican presidential candidate. Haley lost in South Carolina, her home state, but she was emerged the first woman to win a Republican primary in U.S. history. And finally on sports, the Nigerian duo of Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface are on Arsenal's radar for the summer. According to Team Talk, the Premier League club has apparently drawn up a 4-man shortlist of striking options ahead of the transfer window. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta could not move for strikers in January because of the threats of financial fair play sanctions. However, with money available to spend in the summer, Osimhen and Boniface have emerged as possible options. And that's it on the newsroom at this hour. Join us again at the top of the hour for more stories. Bye for now.